Good evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to David's Kitchen, where I make food and I guess people learn how to cook reasonably and affordably. Today, we've got turkey melts on the platter with red Bliss taters. And the total cost of this meal is $5. I'm going to show you what we're looking at in terms of cost. Let's get that up and running. That's my kitchen. I picked up some really nice rosemary from the garden. It's kind of cool. It's a plant that grows seasonally. I grabbed it, and I raised this. I saved this plant from imminent doom, and it's coming back, and I'm really liking it. So, yeah. Let's see. Let me get this over here. Okay, that works. And then I picked up some parsley. I'm not going to use all that, but you can use things from your garden. It's perfectly fine. That'll go in the red Bliss potatoes. And then on the turkey menu, we've got a wire here. It has to be spread out. There we go. We've got these beautiful turkey patties. I picked these up for, I got a box for $6 of Jeannie O's turkey burgers. And there's no nitrates in this, but I managed to, they're one third of a pound per turkey burger. So each burger is $1 essentially, because there are 6 burgers in the box and I have 3 left. So we've got $1 a burger. All right. And then we're going to be using a little bit of turkey bacon, nominal amount, not even a few cents worth. Remember, I get these things on sale whenever you see them in the sale price. I got this at Walgreens for 99 cents, like whole turkey bacon. The potatoes are only about 50 cents worth of potatoes, and the onion. And that's we're up to about $4 here. And then I've got some cheese that I paid 50 cents for, 3 slices of Munster cheese, organic Valley, pasture raised, made with milk from pasture raised cows. Yeah, the best stuff you can buy in the market. I got a deal on that. I whole package for $1.50. So 50 cents for the cheese. And I'm going to be using bread today. Then I'm going to pull this out of my freezer. Buns. I'm going to use buns today. Put my water in the freezer. Okay, we're looking at organic buns that Kroger is selling now. Isn't this amazing? Organic, non-GMO buns. Pretty cool. Let me pull out about 3 buns for the 3 turkey burgers, turkey melts. But I was really happy to find the price. We have a Kroger type store in our area called Fred Meyer. And I got this entire thing of buns for only $1.39. So I'm factoring in a nominal amount of money for the bread. For 3, you can use 6 slices of bread too, regular wheat, but preferably rye. If you have rye, it's really good with rye. But we're going to go with a bun idea. All right. Yeah, so I put a breadboard in David's kitchen here, and get our knife out there and prep this onion. I'm going to turn the burner on back here to a level 3. Get that going. That's going to be my main cooking device. I've got an additional burner that I'm going to be using over here for some of the stuff that I move out from one thing to another, because you're going to need 2 pans for this dinner. Okay, we're getting that hot. It's level 3. I'm going to go ahead and address the bread of life. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you can find organic, buy it. It's very good to purchase. Whenever you see it on sale, get it. Like my local Hagen store, which is a box store in my area, the Northwest, kind of unique to our area. They're selling a loaf of organic bread for $2.50 right now on sale. So I'm probably going to max out and buy about 4 loaves of that just to have on hand, and I freeze my bread. I have no problem with freezing bread at all. So let's go ahead and prepare that. Okay, it's a standard onion. You know the basic cuts. Doesn't take much time to cut an onion. Okay. Now that's half the onion is going to go in my potato dish, which I'm going to start that back burner over here at level 3 too. There we go. And I'm just going to put those onions right in there. Okay. The patty melt, I'm going to go ahead and use slices of onions on the patty melt. I call it patty melt. It's a turkey melt, but it's a patty melt is a high cholesterol version of a turkey melt. I'm lowering the cholesterol by doing it this way, by going with turkey. Patty melts will take you down. They really will. They're not exactly good for your cardiovascular system. This has a 10% fat ratio, 65% less fat, 90% lean, 10% fat. So, yeah. Your teacher was named Patty. Oh, that's nice. I love onions. Okay, we got a little oil going on the pans. I'm going to go for about 2 teaspoons of oil, 1 teaspoon per pan. We get started with just a little spray. I'm kind of cutting back on my oil a little bit. Cover that up. Cover your pans up. Let them heat up at level 3. Okay. Yeah. You couldn't find a cleaver? Well, when you get a cleaver, you really got to get a rounded blade. That has a very small curve to it. And this knife has been in my family for ever since I was a kid. So it's one of those things that always stays. It's one of those great things about using the utensils I used when I was a young man and a child even. We actually have utensils from that time period. It's kind of an interesting feeling to not replace everything. Just go back, have some of the older things that we used back in the old days. I'm very conservative that way. I like to use everything and reuse everything. I have not gained any weight, no. In fact, I've lost weight. I've got a pretty cool workout schedule I've been working on. Yeah, my core is starting to really thicken out. I didn't realize that, the body matures differently over time. I'm only around 225, 6'4". Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna get those onions cooking on both grills right now. We'll put the flat onions over here, just kind of lay them out. Okay, now that I got the onions in the pan, on one pan, I'm going to bring the temperature up to a level 6. I usually jump between 3 and 6. I'm going to take it up to level 6. And the pan in the back, I'm going to leave that at level, I'm going to take that up to level 6 too. Take them both up to level 6. We're going to get real hot pans going. I'm going to wet these red Bliss potatoes a little bit. These things are ideal to cut right off with the skins on them. And I'm just going to do a basic cut. Cut them in half. Get my compost out of there. And then let's go down the side about a ½ an inch apart. There you go. There's one. 2. 3. And 4. We're done. All right, while that's heating up, over there, the onions are cooking on both sides. We're going to go ahead and dice up some rosemary. This is rosemary from my garden. It grew all summer, and here it is, still beautiful. I'm going to mince that up on the board. Get the details there. And just kind of dice it really, really tight. About 1/8 of an inch in dimension. Just go down the line. And if you can get the stalk, if the stalk is tender like this is, you can cut it. If the stalk is not tender, do not cut it. Strip the leaves off the stalk. Or just get something like this. Powdered rosemary. Really a good product to have in the house. Works great with potatoes. Rosemary had my baby. Rosemary's baby. I said dice. I really meant mince. Again, you win. You got me on that. That's right. Mince that herb. In fact, I'm going to do the same with some of this parsley. Yeah. Now, I did this last week. You just compress the parsley really well. Just go down on it. Go down on that parsley. Okay. Now, those onions are really hot over the other pan. And this pan's really hot, too. So I'm ready to put both things. Well, I'm actually not ready with my meat yet. So I'm going to take and move the onions and shift them around. Okay. Get everything moving. Everything moving. Perfect. Okay. That's hot. I'm going to throw the potatoes in right on top of those grilled onions. Like that. Get in there. All right. And then take a little water and put about 1/8 of a cup of water on top of them. Cover it right up. And take all those herbs that you just diced or minced, and put them right on top of that. Perfect. Nice. Now you can put garlic in there if you want, but I prefer waiting till later on the garlic. Garlic, when it carbonizes, doesn't taste very good. Turkey melts with red Bliss taters, yeah. Well, those taters add a little bit more starch, but remember, we're only using buns, organic wheat buns. It's not like a really high starch dinner. All right. I'm going to zip those. Okay, I'm going to cut those packages open of turkey. And directing to the big main section over here, I'm going to cut those packages open and drop the turkey melt or the turkey burgers right on top of those onions that are flat. Pull them right out of the package and just drop them right in there. You don't have to manhandle them. Okay. I'm going to turn that level down to 3 now. Now that those onions are nice and grilled. These down to level, well, I'm going to keep the small one at level 3 and the other one the small one at level 6 and the other one at level 3. Small one at level 6. Cooking those potatoes. Okay, another burger going in. Straight down on the pan. Okay. And then a third burger. Throwing the packages out immediately. You don't want burger floating around either. And you do not want to put plastic in the meal. Try to avoid that. Okay, I'm going to flip those burgers right away. Flip them right away. These things have to get a hardened surface. So we're at level 3 on the burgers. I'm going to come in with a little bit more spray on top of these. Okay. You can use a little more oil on this big pan. I'm going to top it off with onion powder. Pepper. Not too much pepper. And I use a little bit of a chili powder thing that I have. It's a barbecue thing. All right. I'm going to flip them again. Right back down on the hot pan. I'm at level 3. And the onions are kind of rotating around it. More pepper on the other side. More onion powder on the other side. And a little bit more of that chili powder for flavoring. Okay, now the key is to take a little bit of water and put a little bit of water in the middle. Okay, and let it sit on level 3. What I'm going to do is slow cook them. You get a little bit of carbonization when you throw them on the hot grill, and then they go down to a level 3, and then they can actually... There we go. Okay. Fresh room. Right back at you, buddy. Now we can get some a semblance of normal conversations going among our supporters. Thank you for coming in. Back to the cooking. Yeah, so I'm actually slow cooking those turkey burgers on a level 3 with the grilled onions are already grilled. They're ready to go. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so the potatoes are cooking pretty hard in that 1/8 cup of steamed water. You can give them a little shuffle if you want. Kind of like that. So they don't actually get too hot. Sometimes that's level 6 in the front. They're cooking pretty fast. Now, you're wondering what the bacon was all about. Well, I'm going to cut the bacon up right now. All these buns I'm going to grill on that turkey pan when I'm done with the turkey. I'm going to actually grill those in a little bit of olive oil, or you can use butter. And I think I might use butter on these to get that a little extra saturated taste that you would normally expect in a patty melt. All right. Let me take this turkey, and I don't use much of this. I actually refreeze it. I've showed you how to do this before, but I'm going to take half of this and cut it right in half. And just take a section of this. And then I'll just store that for another breakfast. I actually make a really good egg dish with this turkey bacon. Egg and an onion. I should show you how to do that sometime. But all right, so we're going to take this, rinse my hands off a little bit. Take this and just slice it really tight. Like that. And throw that on top of your potatoes. Throw it right on top of the potatoes. Like that. Shake it in. Perfect. Now the idea is to get kind of a meaty taste to the red Bliss potatoes. I would normally not do that to make red Bliss potatoes, but I think it's really kind of a nice, flavor enhancement. I don't know, they do something with turkey bacon that makes it taste good. So it tastes like bacon. Butter could be the secret ingredient. All right. You're a big lizard eater. Well, I imagine a lot of you getting bored with chat so you got to look at new ways of making it fun. All right, so after all, I've been doing this for about 9 years, so it's kind of a secondhand nature for me. I'm going to refreeze the buns. Yeah. Otherwise, they're going to get soggy on me. Dave, new evidence that Obama had sexual relations with 10 other men. Yeah, I've been talking about it for the three men that we know of. Right. But 10 men makes sense, yeah. He does seem like a closet homosexual, and I guess in his new book he wrote, he does talk about lusting after his old professor and having him visit him twice in the White House. You know, I guess our country went down the road of debauchery a couple of decades ago. Now I'm anxious to see what George Bush's link talks about. I've got that queued up from Dupster at the top of the chat. George Bush is talking about Trump making some comments. I want to hear his opinion. You know, and I never liked George Bush at all. But as I went to the next president, and I didn't like Obama coming in, I know that these people are essentially puppets. And I started to appreciate George W. Bush when I saw Obama make mistakes and overspend. And then I started to appreciate Obama when I saw Trump come on board. So it's kind of an interesting after effect of seeing a worse president arrive. You begin to appreciate the person you had before. It's odd. I've never had that experience over the years, but more recently, the past 20 years. All right. Took you 25 minutes to get in here, Codger? Wow, that's amazing. All right, so those, I'm going to flip those turkey burgers. And they're in their own juice right there. Yeah. And I don't need that juice, so I'm going to put it right in top of the other dish I'm making over here. So here are the turkey burgers cooking, and I want to get the juice out of there so they'll brown up a little bit. I'm actually going to put that juice right in on top of my red Bliss potatoes. I'm just going from one pan to the other. I hold the lid on top of it. And if you're not an experienced cook, you don't want to push this too much, but leave the onions inside. Just throw all the juice in there and let those cook with the turkey bacon. Beautiful. And you can move them around with a spatula. Kind of push the bacon down below. Yeah, this is going to cook really fast now. Level 6, perfect. You can top it off with a little pepper if you want. Some people put paprika. You can put paprika on there if you want. And that's literally how I'm going to serve that dish. I'll just turn it off in a little bit and let it sit in its own heat, and it'll be done. That's the way it's going to serve. I don't have to do anything more with those potatoes. It's ready to go. Yeah, it's not nasty. It's good. Now, moving on. Yeah, throw in some damn paprika, exactly. Well, we've got 17,000 people watching in a small village in China. Hello. Wow. I'm blown away. In fact, I'm so confident that's going to cook nicely, I'm going to turn it down to level 3 now. So both units are laying at level 3. I'm not overcooking the turkey. But the turkey's ostensibly done, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up and rinse this plate off. There's nothing on it. Wipe it down. Use this plate to store any of the bread. Okay, that turkey looks great. I'm going to stack it. Rotate it, stack it. Make sure it's kind of a little bit brown on the side. That's all very good. Now I'm looking at the surface of my pan over here, and I'm going to make sure that's got clearance. I'm going to put more oil on it and a little butter. I'm going to spray it with oil. And those turkey burgers are done, essentially, but they need to be caramelized a little bit more. And I'm going to add a little pat of butter on top of the oil. So I'm mixing oil with butter. There we go. I'm mixing oil with butter and hoping for the best. And what that does is it lowers the cholesterol, although it does give that butter flavor, which is great. I'm going to toast these things on top of the grill. So I'm going to lay down the bread on top of the grill like this. We'll do the top buns first. So the butter's going on top of the bread, and I'm going to leave that with a cover slightly ajar. Yeah, I think this dinner is going to have a little mustard in it. So I picked up some of my wholesale mustard that I got for $1.29. Grey Poupon. I buy food at wholesale food companies that sell things that are like past due. But the thing about mustard is you can't be past due. I mean, it's the most durable product ever. I mean, you can buy past due tomato ketchup, and it's fine. It really is. No, I don't have any kind of thing like that, Cox. You're out of here. You really want to be in the room. You got to be nice. You can't just come in and make statements like that. That's absurd. Okay. It's important to note that, yeah, you can use yellow mustard if you want. You don't have Grey Poupon. I actually prefer yellow mustard for some reason. Hang on. All right, fantastic. Give those potatoes a little shake so that they don't stick. It's a great way to cook potatoes. Okay, you can pretty much turn those potatoes off now. Just let them sit in their own heat. You're done with the potatoes. Yeah, mustard has turmeric, but ironically, Grey Poupon doesn't. It's kind of it's unfortunate they don't put it in there, but yeah, check the label. But Frenchie's yellow mustard is full of turmeric. Yeah. Yeah, mustard really gets better with age, I think. And I also do that with dressings, as long as there's no mayonnaise in it. If you have like a vinaigrette, a balsamic vinaigrette, you can buy old ones of those. And I have. They're really good. Balsamic vinegar is old vinegar, so it's already pre-aged. So when you buy it in a container, you're getting something that's already old. Yeah, go for the spicy mustard. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, honey mustard is good too. You have a 43-year-old jar of mustard, really? That's amazing. Yeah, old meat is good. Yeah, I actually buy past due meat because Angus meat is aged 2 weeks. That's what Angus beef is. I mean, that's beef that's professionally aged 2 weeks. All right, so I think we don't want to overcook our buns. Let's lift them up and see what they look like. Still doing good. Okay. I'm going to put the bottom buns in now. Cook the bottoms a little bit, and the rest of that butter oil. Got a soggy thing going on here. Okay, I'm warming up those buns right now. I'm going to cover them up and steam them a little bit. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the burners and put this on the back, take it back up to level 3 and turn that one off. Because I kind of want to get closer to the camera here to show you what I'm doing. Boy, this one got almost too much. Got too moist. It had a little too much water in there. I should have drained more of that water out. Or I should say water. It was turkey juice that's in the red Bliss potatoes. I would never do that, man. Yeah, codger. How do you cook with no electricity, no fire? Well, there's a solar cooking oven that's available. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm thinking of getting one for survival. Yeah, let me see if I can find you one. I know Doopster just bought one that was pretty impressive. But he spent like $154. Yeah. Walmart has it. Wow, I didn't know that. $154. Here it is. Yeah, this will cook any meal, anytime, any place. Check that out. Very impressive if that link works. Yeah, you got it. But that's the top of the line big one for a family of 3 or 4. They make glass tubes that are really cool, that are about this long. And the solar goes into them and they heat up, and you can actually make buns, you can make wraps, you can make eggs. You can do a lot with it. Okay. All right, we're ready to lift everything up. We pre-cooked the buns a little bit on the bottom. That's the part that's going to face the burger. Doesn't have to be cooked too much. Okay, we're looking in at the burgers here. Let's spread those out again. All right. Take the onions and put them on top. So just whatever onions are on the bottom from that one cut, put them on top. There you go. All right. So I guess we are going to be using 3 teaspoons of oil today. Let me pull my oil out. Okay, I'm going to set those turkey burgers aside and put some oil down on the pan again. About a teaspoon. I'm going to take it down to simmer. Yeah. Simmer. Really low. Make sure there's oil, plenty of oil in the bottom of the pan. Move it around with the spatula. Okay. We're going to put the one of the sides of the bun. This could be just bread too. You want to toast this if it was bread. Put that on the oil lightly. And then take a little bit of this mustard and put it like a cross, an X on it. There you go. Set the turkey burger on top of the X of the mustard. Okay. Take a piece of cheese. I've got this really good organic Munster I'm using today. But you can use jack cheese, cheddar cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, whatever. Set that right on top of that burger and cap it off with the pre-roasted bun. Do that with the other one. You want to shuffle it a little bit, make sure there's plenty of oil down there on the base so nothing sticks too hard. I'm going to do the same thing with the other base and just make an X with the mustard. Now, if you don't like mustard, you can use ketchup or mayonnaise. I'm going to put that burger right on top and lay a piece of Munster on top. There you go. And then put the top side on there as well. And do that with the third one. Okay. Okay. Kind of press it in a little bit so it spreads out that mustard. And then put the cheese on top of it and cap it off with a bun. All right. Cover everything up. Keep it on simmer for about 5 minutes and then turn it off. And you've made yourself a turkey melt. Now the red Bliss potatoes are done too. Yeah, I'm way ahead of time. Fantastic. You can open those up. Kind of give them a shuffle. Make sure they're tender. Spread any of the ingredients around comfortably. Yeah, everything's done. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Ready to serve. In fact, the entire dinner, you can turn everything off and just let it set. So this is a complete meal. You've got the red Bliss potatoes, a little bit of turkey bacon, and 3 beautiful turkey melts ready to eat and serve your meals to 3 people. And all of it was done for $5. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and start up the other show in the other room. So I'm going to sign off of a recorded broadcast, which we upload later tonight at 2 in the morning. Thank you for watching David's Kitchen.